Hey guys, Rogue Orange here, welcome back to the channel, and today we are looking at something really special. See this is a Nintendo DSi. Well, sorta. Let me explain this a little bit further. Alright, voice over me, take it away. Nintendo Zone launched in North America on November 27th, 2008, and launched in Japan on November 14th, 2008. This allowed users to download exclusive game demos, trailers, and other content from dedicated servers, which would be available at restaurants such as McDonald's in Japan and Best Buy locations in the United States and Canada. Unfortunately, this service was discontinued in North America on August 28th, 2016, and discontinued in Japan on March 28th, 2018. The Nintendo Zone box unit would be bracketed inside of a router-like case, such as the one shown on screen, and would be available at the aforementioned locations for you to use the Nintendo Zone service. The website Console Variations suggests that between 1,000 and 5,000 of this unit were produced, although members of the community seem to think that this number could be possibly lower. So yeah, this is technically a DS, but also sort of not a DS, because it doesn't really do much as a DS. Some of the more notable physical features of this system is the obviously weird looking shape of it, as well as two little indicator lights on the top there. Looking around the sides, you're going to see a screw holding in a door piece. In fact, you see that on the other side as well. This is for the SD card to be changed, and this is for a game cartridge to be changed. Now you might be wondering where the door for this one is, and that's because the charging port does not have a door, it actually just has a little bracket. Mine did not come with it. If you flip to the back, you're going to see the sticker underneath has the serial number and all the information, but you can hardly see it because mine was broken off of its bracket and then sold, which is kind of not how I would have done it, but you know, it is what it is. And if you open it up, yeah, this has just the one screen and the indicator lights. This is a very bare bones type of unit. And now the question is, how do you turn this thing on? There's no buttons, no switches, just some ports. Well, see, this works in what a lot of people call kiosk mode, which means this can only be powered and unpowered by an AC adapter. But before we plug this in, let's put in a cartridge. Man, nothing like needing a screwdriver to change a DS cartridge. And now to plug in our units. And there you go. There is our unit. It is working. And as you see, it's just the one touchscreen. Now I have the Nintendo Zone cartridge in here, the original. Our system is in Japanese, and it's not going to find any servers to connect to because of the aforementioned discontinuation dates of the Nintendo Zone service several years ago. But what if it works with a DS download station cartridge? Alright, and there we go. We got our DS Download Station 6 enabled, and for this to work, I'm going to need another DS. Alright, we're just going to use this old regular DS Lite. Has some problems with the top screen, but I got it from Japan for $5, so for demonstration purposes, this will do just fine. Anyway, we're going to go to DS Download Play, and you're going to see that it is Volume 6. It is available. We're going to press yes, and it's going to download. And we should be able to experience some game demos and trailers. And there it is. And normally on the DS download cartridges, you'd be able to see, you know, how many people are connected to it, but since this only has the screen where the download requests are the only information visible, that's okay, because we're just gonna do exclusive movie for Pokemon Battle Revolution. And this might take a second, so we're gonna wait for that to download. And as this downloads, you're going to see the total number of requests is 1, and you're going to see number 12, it has a 1 next to it, which means that this is in fact working exactly as it should. Alright, and there we go, it is downloaded, and we're going to turn off the volume, but I am going to show you that this is in fact a working demo. And yeah, it's about as simple as that. You would go to these Nintendo Zone beacons, or you'd go to these download stations, and you would just download game demos and trailers. It was really that simple. We really had it good. And while game demos and trailers are cool, does the Nintendo Zone beacon play regular DS games? Let's do all-time classic Super Mario DS, and I'm sure the game will run fantastic. And there you go, Super Mario 64 for the DS. It's gonna be a little bit quiet here because there's like no sound. That's why I have the background music still going, because there's no sound, there's no volume rocker, there's no speaker, and you're gonna see very quickly why DS games might be very hard to play on this system. Yeah, this is this is about as good as Mario 64 is gonna get on the one screen DS. There's really no way to play this game very well. Yeah. So yeah, this is about as good as it gets. There's essentially no way to play this game properly on this machine. And that goes for a lot of DS games that you try to play on a one-screen DS. It's just not going to go very well. So, what do I think about this Nintendo DS? Honestly, this one-screen DS is very unique, not only in how it's built and how it's trimmed down, but in the fact that it was never meant to play games. It was never meant to even be in public hands, and that to me is what makes the system so unique, and I love it. I honestly do. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video on the one-screen Nintendo DS Zone box. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. If you guys want to see more of this kind of content, then be sure to subscribe. Anyways, my name's been Rogue Orange, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.